Quick man.
Gotta get those levels right.
I'm a sick man. I go out. I don't even.
Here we go.
Man Swoo.
Oh, fuck, blew it. Ready?
Man Swoo. Man Swoo.
This time. Third time lucky. Go.
Man Swoo.
Well, g'day. Oh, I'm like a cold Steiny. Hey,
Yeah.
happy. Oh, Happy New Year's.
Yeah. Happy 2020.
Merry Christmas, Jolsey.
Oh.
Merry Christmas to me, and you, and your family, and Foo. Man Swoo.
It's been a long.
Oh,
Long
go.
we fell over.
it's not a longboard. It's your botty board, mate. Just made a move in the back.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how you had to mention longboard because you're trying to sound cool to all the people, eh?
Hey.
Ah!
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Welcome back, everyone.
So, yeah, sorry. It's probably my fault that it's been so long.
Mate, you've got a kid. That's what happens when you're an old man.
innings. I'd love to do this fucking weekly.
I know. It is you, mate. It is you. I've offered so many times to do Fu Man Swoo, and you've just barred me off. But I understand why. You're a busy man, and you've got a kid,
A newborn.
a newborn kid. So
And work's been very, very hectic.
you had your Paparoa track opening, and that was pretty stressful for you.
Hey.
Congratulations, by the way, on that. Oh, hey, let's have an awkward hand. Oh, you got in early now. I've got the limp part. Now I'm the limp one.
Oh. Yeah, anyway, well, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But hopefully this year's a bit more chilled out.
You got any New Year's resis?
Just lose weight.
That's a good one. Pardon? That's a good one to have.
But that's been the same reason
Reso for...
for like ever. Working on it.
Yeah. Hey, we're all a work in progress.
Hey. It's quite depressing actually looking through the old first episodes that we did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And Jolsey got you on the paleo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually funny, I can go pretty hardcore paleo for like a week, but you've got to string it together for longer than a week. It's got to be just like such good discipline. You've got to have such good discipline.
It's a good segue because I put on a bit of weight over the last 3 or 4 months because of the weather. I think we need to have a weather chat about 2019 and have a little 2019 general wrap-up.
Yes, yeah, good idea actually.
For those of you who don't know, the West Coast got hammered by rains and storms for approximately 8 months in a row. It was, oh, that was a good one. We got hammered from May right through till December. Absolutely broke records on rainfall, on floodings. The southwest bridges got smashed twice this year. One at the
I think it was in February or something, was it?
March was the first one.
Yeah.
And then just recently in November, the bridges washed out again. So
I think it was, or it might have been early December. I can't remember.
Yeah. But
That was crazy. It's been
horrific.
It's been a year that if you're not happy living here, it'll really if you're not happy in the situation that you live here, like
It's going to tip you over.
It'll test you big time, and that it didn't massively affect me because we've just had so much going on, and I like where we live and that. But it's like the year of surf I've been on the so I lived for a year on the coast in 2012. I was here for a whole year.
Yeah.
And that year, I felt like the waves were good. Like, it was a good year for waves. It wasn't, like, all time. And then I've been living back on the coast since 2016, so it was my 4th year back on the coast. And 2019 was by far the worst year of waves. By far.
Yeah, it was a bad year for waves and weather. And the weather played a huge part of it. I can't remember, 15 years in a row living on the coast. After I moved away and all that, as you do, I can't remember a year like this, like last year.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have never had a run of bad weather like that. It was
And
literally...
waves, right?
Oh, waves, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I did find... I was picking the eyes out of it. I got some really good surfs in 2019. Some big days, some fun days, but the frequency of those surfs and, put on a bit of weight, I chucked on an extra probably 3 kilograms.
Oh.
But then just before Christmas, I made a concerted effort and did just like a 2-week full-on hardcore paleo, and I lost the 3 kilograms in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So you do
But then I was surfing heaps as well, so it was like, it's that combination. If you can get lots of exercise and just eat healthy, it's so simple.
Hey, that's what I got to learn. Cut myself some slack though, but yeah, this is a fresh year. Had a nice break. But yeah, like I'm looking through my photos and stuff. Like, we got lots of fun sessions, but it just wasn't consistent. Like, just because we'd have like a little window where we'd get some surf and it'd be alright. And I reckon the banks at Blaketown were actually pretty good all year. It's just that we didn't get the weather to go with it.
Oh, Cobden River.
Oh.
Cobden River.
And so, I'm glad 2019's over, to be honest.
Me too. It was a rough year. I started a new job and that was stressful. I'm feeling more comfortable now though. Combined with the shit weather, shit surf. It was just a real shitty scenario.
Who's that? Look at Tess.
Gotta. And now it's school holidays. Me and the kid just hanging out. Me and Tess. But recently we've had some fun waves in the shores.
I missed out on the shores of Pulsar.
You kind of did. It broke for about a week and a half, and you were sort of out and about, doing stuff.
I was. I had my New Year's trip. I think I was mostly around the New Year's trip, really. That I missed out there, but I was surfing me little.
Yeah.
He gave the
Secret.
last waffle away for free.
Oh, lucky.
Oh.
No, other people got it, not me.
You didn't get one?
Nah, the
Oh,
very last one.
bad luck. Addison just come to tell us about the Waffle Man. Shall we talk about the Waffle Man soon?
But I did have my. I love not living in Greymouth. Let's just say that, and I did score myself a bank at my favourite wave in the world.
Whoa.
It is my favourite wave in the world because it's literally right on my doorstep, and when that's good, as you know,
Yes.
it's very, very,
Very,
very,
very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed out on those. What did you get? Like 4 or 5 days of fun little waves there.
Yeah, about that. Like in a
Nice.
row.
Yeah.
And just super different from lefts and rights. And it was like a reef set, like all the gravel from the creek. It's the only place in New Zealand that I've ever seen. Oh.
You're quite excited. I've noticed the volume's gone up.
Oh.
Your nipples are hard. But carry on.
Hey.
Hey.
But it's the only creek in the country that I've seen that makes a good bank. Like normally you get a good bank in front of a river. This is a creek, right? And what had happened? We had that huge rainstorm. I think it was in like just mid-December.
Hey.
Yeah, or like late or just before Christmas.
Hey.
And so it's pushed this huge gravel bank out in front of the creek, and it made it like a set up like a reef, like a break at the top of the reef, and then sort of like front on, like a you know front on, like front on's A-frame, right?
God, yes.
Lefts and rights.
Yeah.
It broke that way, but not barreling like front on.
Yeah.
But then
So
what
you
would
could've
happen
just
would be
said
like
you could have just said it's a peak.
it's a peak, right? Left or right.
Like front on.
Like front on. and you paddle out the back and you catch the fatties out the back, and then you roll into these hell grinding pipes. And yeah, I had the time of my life. That was probably my funnest surfs of 2019, to be honest.
Jesus.
Like I know we had good sessions, but I don't know, like the novelty of it was just so fresh.
Yeah.
And I was surfing on my soft top longboard, surfing on my boogie board. It was warm. It was right at home. I love just getting in my weddy at home, cruising down.
Yeah, that's a good vibe.
you know, and
eh?
then straight in the shower.
Such a good vibe when you've got something on your back doorstep.
But then, so yeah, I might chuck up some photos of some highlight surfs we've had throughout last year,
Yeah, okay.
2019.
Yeah.
Maybe if we got some clips, I can do that too.
Yeah.
So I'll have a look through when I'm editing it. And then for me, what a gift that we received on the second day of 2020, Jolin. Yeah, talk me through that story.
Oh, we got some really good Blaketown. On the outer bank where the old building used to be, in between the old building and the end of the tip. The day before, I'll set you up. So the 1st of January, really wanted to go for a New Year's Day surf. It's always a tradition. For me, Christmas Day and New Year's Day and your birthday, they're like the 3 days where if you get a surf on one of those, all those 3 days, you're fucking nailing life, you know? You're really kicking goals in your own backyard, in your own territory, all right? But the 1st of January, went down here, it was flat, completely flat, half a foot, and the shore I was hoping was going to get a little wave. I come down here about lunchtime, checked it, flat. Come down here about 5 o'clock, the wizard was here, and we checked it, and it was flat. But then I just sat there and waited. I built a little bonnie, and I was like, oh, we'll just wait for the sets, Wizzy. I'll wait for the sets. And sure enough, sets started breaking out there. And I was like, oh. And I seen one that fully barreled, and I was like, that's 2.5 foot. That's fun. I'm out there. So I paddled out the back. Wizzy was in the shorey. Naismith turned up after I messaged him. And then we surfed out there, and it was just fun, like 2 to 3 foot, real small. But then it pumped. And Nate Smith, shout out to Nate Smith. He got a 6-wave barrel streak. I watched every barrel as well on the 1st of January. Not all of them were super sick, but getting barreled every wave for 6 in a row. His last one was a full freight train. And then he come in, he was pumped. And then I looked at the forecast for the second. Yeah. That's when you come back in the morning, and it looked really good. Naismith got down here nice and early, about 6:30. He sent the message out, and I got here about 7:10, and it was cooking.
Yeah. I knew it was funny because I came back from my New Year's trip, and like luckily you boys had given me the heads up, because I was so when I look at the forecast at the moment, I'm so orientated thinking about the bank at home. Wasn't even thinking about Blaketown. I looked at the forecast, oh shit, I was gonna sleep in. And then I love our group chats, you know, because it does get us, you know, the boys like score some waves. Sorry, Teza, in trouble.
You're in trouble with tears. You'll
get you. And and I looked at that and I thought, there's a little bit of north in that, just a tiny fraction. The winds looked perfect. It was going into low tide. I already knew that there was a good bank there from what you boys had told me. Yeah. And just the size, the period, everything. And so I knew it was going to be pumping. And I was just not surprised at all to pull up and see classic wedging Blaketown, because this session and Wizzy was there filming. Yeah, thank you, Wizzy. Don't know if he watched this. He totally boycotts this.
He watched 2 seconds and go, fuck that.
But Wizzy was there filming, so I think he got a stack of really good clips. Yeah. Jolin and Aaron are doing ears. I was pretty rusty and fat. I did blow a really good drop knee wave.
Oh, I've seen that.
I don't know how that happened actually, but
I've seen that.
Yeah, I don't know. But it was one of those sessions where it was about a 3-hour long session. Jolin lost his board about 16 times, and it was barrels and bowls, because sometimes Blaketown just do the barrel thing and you don't get a lot of sections. But this is a day where it was like a actual break wall session where you'd see proper bowling waves come in, and you know, I was just loving it. The vibes in the water were awesome.
Yeah, it was just us
three. It would have been awesome to have McFake out there, but he got too fat and blew a hole in his ass and his wetty.
Silly old McFake.
Silly old McFake.
I have to give him one of my old fucking Davinco fucking wetties just to keep him going.
Davinco. Is that what they're called?
Is it something like
I
that?
don't know, Darevco.
Derevco, that's it. Davinco. Don't
And,
even know the name.
did my
I really-
first poo at the new Blaketown toilet.
Yeah, we got toilets
had
down
a shower.
here.
Had a shower there.
Boy, can you, on the way out, can you get a little video
Hey.
or photo of the toilets just to segue in this clip here? Hey.
Very disappointingly, the council did not do boogie board showers.
I know.
We'll have to take a concrete grinder to that one, GDC.
Just take the nose off it, yeah.
But not the end of the world. It was still pretty cool, and it was nice to have a shower down here, man.
But anyway, back to that surf session we had 2 days. Was it 2 or 3 days ago now? I don't know. I get so hazy with the dates and the days of this time of the year.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, what day is it?
Yeah.
What date is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it Thursday?
I wish every- I was
I don't
like
give
that
a
all the time.
fuck.
I know.
You know.
And then it
that's
goes so
Wizzy's-
fast.
That's Wizzy's life.
I know.
But it is like that.
Oh.
Oh, that's a sick one. But anyway, it was 3 to 4 foot, almost 4 foot, I reckon. Hey, would you agree, or just 3?
That bomb. Remember that bomb that I got?
Yeah.
That was a
The big closeout you packed.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
the one that I just the one I actually packed when I said I'm packing this.
yeah.
No, the one it was a bit earlier on in the session, and it was like a big double up, and
Yeah.
I was quite deep.
Yeah.
And
I would say
that
it was
a
3
4-footer.
foot, mainly 3 to 3.5. But lovely colour.
Oh.
The water was okay. Still, the water hasn't warmed up down here, which is a bit of a bummer.
Well, it did, and then it cooled
Oh,
right
yeah.
down before
Yeah,
Christmas
exactly.
again. Yeah.
But anyway, just a couple of notes on that surf session.
oh no.
From the filmer.
oh no.
He's put a call out to us that we need to step our game up.
Yeah, we do.
Big time.
Yeah, we do.
Because he said, and it's true,
Yeah.
the surf was pumping,
Yeah.
and all we really did was get barreled and pull into barrels. Not many of us hit the lip. I'm the oldest, and I was hitting the lip more than you's younger boys. So
Yeah.
we need to do some bowl hitting.
Yes.
We need to try at least land some fucking backies, some RSs. Naismith's the one for that.
Yeah.
I need to get some inverts cranking. You need to get some inverts cranking.
I need to fucking drop 10
Yeah.
kg to do that.
There's one invert that I do that looks
Oh.
cool, but I didn't land it. There's an air reverse that I tried that I just overcorked. There's one drop knee barrel that I should have made.
Oh,
But I-
really?
just like yours.
Yeah.
Because your one's quite fun. I've got all the clips too.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hey.
Oh, I'm coming around and watch them after this.
Nah.
No, I want to see it.
Yeah, might have a singing too for you.
Hey.
Hey! I'm just singing. I'll get a couple of I'll get a couple of beers and have a party. Edison! Edison, we're having a party!
Addison.
There's bad dad parenting. Chuck the baby out the window, the dog out here, the kid down the road, we're having a party!
Here's the fucking. Here, Sophie. Here's the baby. You're Justin Marshall.
Look at a halfback pass. Here's a Bob catch. Don't fucking miss! That's our baby! Catch!
Yelling.
Oh, sorry.
You're excited.
We got excited too. But anyway, we kind of blew that. We each of us got some really good barrels. Like each of us got one banging barrel, which will be good for an edit.
Oh, cool.
But
Was it that one I did a Revo coming
attempt,
out?
yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of other
I
waves.
did 2 Revos. I did one, made one, and then the other one I didn't.
He might not have got that.
Oh.
But I seen one. Anyway, moral of the story is we need to step our game up. If Wizzy's going to sit there for 2 hours,
Yeah.
we need to put some shit on the fucking table.
Yeah.
Our body's on the line.
Oh, shh, calm down.
Sorry.
And also,
What?
it'd be cool if some others stepped up too. Surfers, boogie boarders, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Jai should have been there. That would have made
Oh.
Clip Central.
Oh mate, it was so. And also, I just got to say, like those blow-ins standing on the tip head, fucking hoodies on, go like this, and you know what they think, you fucking boogers, too witchy out there, you fucking shit. It's like all-time pumping with chip-ins as well. I got
Yeah,
a couple of
yeah.
chip-ins on the drop knee.
Yeah.
You fucking too
Yeah.
And they just stand there, and then they literally waited until we went cross-shore and got fat, and then they paddle out. So
I
what are you
know.
fucking doing?
One guy's wearing booties and a hoodie.
What are you doing? No, what are you doing? Because I surf just as much as I boogie board, and I would have surfed that day if I had my surfboard in the car. It was pumping, and too witchy.
We'll see, Nate's
Fuck.
did that.
Would Jide be like that?
No way.
No.
Nate Smith did that on the first. He paddled out on his stick first.
Yeah.
And then he paddled on his bodyboard and got fucking barreled 6 waves
his
in a
barrel
row.
board.
On his barrel board. But back to Nate Smith's streak, it actually turned into 7 barrels because on the second, the morning of this pumping surf that we're talking about,
With clips to come.
his first wave was a barrel. So he actually got 7 barrels in a row. Shout out, Nate.
Stop. You get a big head. No, stop. You're getting excited. Oh, energy
Nay,
levels
nay.
really got up
My
here.
nay.
Well, incredible way to start off 2020.
Yeah,
like-
left hand high five. That's your right hand. It's my left. But I digress. Let's hope that 2019
Continues,
pumps
man.
like it's started to.
I think 2018 for me was
I
like
mean,
the one of
2020,
the,
sorry,
yeah,
not 2019.
2018 was for me one
a
of
good
the
year.
best years of my life, not just in terms of waves, but just I finished my house. Last
Hey.
year my daughter was born, which is pretty
Hey.
incredible. But
Hey.
you know, like in terms of just overall fun.
Yeah.
2018 was just out of control,
It's a
whereas
good
2019's just been like super chilled most of the year, just getting ready for my baby to come. She's come. I've
Work
packed
stuff.
on a huge amount of weight since she's come, and you know now I'm
dad
like,
bod,
okay, gotta
dad
pull it
bod.
back, you know. But yeah, so I'm just kind of keen to get back to those 2018 vibes. But I remember we had the wave trap bank for like 2 months. We had like the incredible summer and all the shory banks. Oh man, that year was just insane.
2018, 2019 summer was a banger. We haven't had summer yet on the West Coast.
Oh no, it's been all raw.
Nah, bring it down. We've had a shit so far. Well, I reckon Boxing Day was awesome, beautiful and hot. I got sunburn.
Hey.
Still got a blister on my lip for that. But
Is that what
the
it is?
surf, it's herpes. The surf's been so. Oh, we've had shories. We've had shory banks. We've had that day the other day, but the water's freezing. Currently, the temperature outside is a balmy 18 degrees.
The weather
Fuck's sake.
outside is weather.
It's shit, man. Like we're gonna have to get something in tail of January, early Febbo. Don't mean to do it for. Did a man sort that out for
I
you?
just hurt my finger.
Did a man sort
Hurt my
it out.
finger.
But anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about some other things.
Yeah,
some other topos.
so for me, I think there's been a bit of a renaissance
Renaissance.
in surf culture, and I was keen to talk about that because
Hey.
the other day just reminded me of why we all do it and why it's so unique and special and amazing to live here and just surf with your mates.
Hey.
Those quality waves that we had, it was just us 3 out. Any spot in New Zealand or especially Australia would be packed out if it was like that.
100%.
There'd be like at least 20 guys on it, you know, and just
least.
to have that with my 2 best mates on the coast,
Exactly.
you know, is just amazing. You know,
That's what you need. And like it's little things, like even though Little Greymouth is a shitty little town, those moments are what make it special.
Worth it, eh?
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It is.
So I want to talk about this renaissance in surf culture because I think I'm all about fun. Like when we were younger, we used to just chase real hardcore, super heavy, fun barreling waves, and it got a little bit stressy.
Oh.
And for me, like it got, you know, you're chasing the tide, chasing the wind, because we live, you know, in Canterbury, so
It's harder.
It's like you just got to be on it, right?
Yeah.
And I think I'm a bit.
True.
I think I'm a bit. I think I'm starting to feel that. Wellsy's going to write me off for saying all this.
Oh, that's fuck.
But like, I'm a bit just like I was a bit over it.
Yeah.
And I just want to
Fair
cruise and chill and have fun with surfing now. And so this renaissance, what I'm talking about, is there's a few people in the surf world that have made surfing fun again. And that is guys like Beef TV,
Yep.
the Catch Surf crew.
Yep.
I watch every single video. I just love it because those guys are just having fun. Right? It's not about getting the most hardcore waves, most hardcore clips. And they're just a crew of guys having the best times of their life enjoying surfing. Same with like the Who is JOB vlogs.
that was sweet.
even like the Grin Reapers podcast has come, with
Yeah.
Whitey and Buddha.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Love the Boogie Nation crew, the Boogie
Oh,
guys.
how good was that
And-
clip at the
Yeah,
Wave Ranch?
yeah, and I-
Sorry, at the Waco,
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah.
Wave
That's the
Park.
Wave Ranch.
Oh, is it?
No, sorry, no, I'm
that's
right.
Kelly
That's
Slater's
Kelly
the Wave
Slater's one.
Ranch, yeah.
And so I think like surfing and especially bodyboarding for the last 10 to 15 years has been
Too serious.
too serious.
Way too serious.
Way too serious. The clips are just, I hate watching the clips now. It's just slow-mo, sunsets, some guy pulling into a 20-foot pipe. And yeah, I know, it's hardcore, it's epic, and it's always got to have its place. But I think that bodyboarding, and there was a really good article on Movement, lost its way.
Definitely.
Because it was addicted, like to bodyboarding had to have a point of difference. So the point of difference was slabs, right?
Yeah.
So for the last 10 to 20 years, basically, the addiction, the whole industry was obsessed with hardcore riding, hardcore slabs.
Yeah.
The fun went out of it.
Did.
It's got, and I still think it's gone. I still think it's gone. Like bodyboarding hasn't caught up. Like the soft top revolution and surfing's there with the catch surf crew and all those guys, but the fun in bodyboarding still out of it for me.
I feel that the drag crew have that fun essence and they bring it back, just because they've got like all types of surfing in their crew, Nelos, stand up, and bodyboard. So I kind of feel like they still have the essence of fun. I kind of feel like, Hubbard is like. The Hubbard boards, and they brought out that sort of inflatable board, which is the essence of fun. I'd love to try one of those.
Hell yeah, I'd love one. I probably will buy one.
Little
actually,
inflatable bodyboard.
for my daughter.
That'd be so cool. But yeah, you did right, 100%, and I agree with you. But another sort of stand-up surfing edit that I love is the Creed McTaggart crew, the Fun Boys.
Oh yeah.
You know, those fucking clowns are so funny as well. They have some really out-of-it edits, but yeah, I like what you're saying. The Renaissance is good. Bring back the fun, because that's what it's all about. That's why we do it. Like, unless you're going to go pro and try and make money off it, the main reason why we do it is just pure joy.
Yeah, and I just can't handle those pseudo-professional edits anymore. Like some half pie of 10 grand a year spono dude. He's acting like he's driving around in Range Rovers and fucking.
I skip those now.
I don't even watch them. I can't handle it because like they're trying to portray I watched a Hugo Pinheiro Iceland edit, and there was like 3 waves in it, and he's just talking about how hardcore he is, and I'm like, mate, you've probably got a fucking part-time job. Shut up,
Hugo. Oh. Hey, sorry, we're back. We had some technical difficulties with Hodgie's phone. The 18-degree sun outside just cooked the phone. It got too hot. Fuck, that was a good one.
Oh,
that was a good one.
the banks are still so good.
The banks are so good. What were we talking about? We were talking about half-assed pros trying to make money, and we were just laughing.
I'm just trying to portray that whole hardcore professional vibe, and I just think that to wrap that one up, but I just get so psyched or stoked off those vlogs and the beast, because they've reminded me why we do it.
Exactly.
And I'm a bit burnt out with the whole chasing epic waves, and that's why I started riding soft top surfboards and normal surfboards.
What about the Stoke?
You know, and I mean, like, you don't get that burnt out living here on the coast because the waves are all so close.
And Blaketown's always consistent. Like, even today, the conditions are fucking, and I'll show you like a clip of how shitty the conditions are. It's like fucking pretty big, messy, howling Oni, but there's still kegs, mate. There's still kegs up.
Yeah.
Like, you can have fun out there.
Yeah.
And that's, I believe that Blaketown is the most consistent wave in the country, if not planet Earth. Honestly.
Such a huge yard.
Honestly, it is. You can probably surf it every day of the year. Almost. Trust me, mate. I fucking know what I'm talking about.
I actually get a little bit burnt out with Blaketown every now and again. Sometimes.
Yeah, well, you don't know, do you? If you say that, you're not a friend of mine anymore.
This one.
Oh my good God.
Oh, see?
I'm in trouble now that I said that.
You said that, you.
No, just variety of waves. I just love a variety of waves.
Yeah, me too. Well, love left-handers, eh?
Hey.
Anyway, back to videos and stuff that have been popping up. Movement magazine has got some good stuff that's just come out. We talked about the Boogie Nation Halloween clip, so check that out. That was really cool. I enjoyed that.
Yep.
What do you want to
I just
interject there? What?
I mean, wave parks are the untapped potential saviour of competitive bodyboarding in my eyes.
Can we jump into wave parks after this quick little chat? So, yeah, check out the Boogie Nation clip featuring Tanner McDaniel and some other Hawaiians, Americans. It was cool to see some drop knee, as drop knee avid lovers.
Yeah.
Like, we love to see drop knee in the media. Lover. Mr. Lover. They call me bombastic, terribly fantastic.
Stop now.
Okay, but then I finally decided to download and watch Tender PLC's video.
Oh yeah, what's that like?
I'll give you a little review, a little Joel's a review.
Love
There's 10 sections on this vid,
Oh.
and he goes from France to Morocco to Portugal to Australia to Hawaii to Chile to Canary Islands to fucking Nazare to Ireland to, honestly bro, it's one of the most comprehensive travel bodyboarding videos you'll ever see. And he surfs with, in Australia, he surfs with Nick Gornell, he surfs with Amori, surfs with Tanner, surfs with Jared, Tristan. Like, it's a pretty cool vid, and PLC is at the top of his game. Like, when it comes to technical riding, that motherfucker got it all down pat. Air forwards, backies, his weird sort of reverse roll backy that he does. Oh my god, his air forwards are amazing.
So it was good? It was
Really
a good movie?
good. Really, I enjoyed it.
I just get a bit bored of movies now though, eh?
Yeah, I know, but it's like, even though
Seen it
he
all.
says so in his own film that there's no money in bodyboarding, everybody knows this.
Ooh.
But I'm happy to pay $13 Australian to support future edits in his life, because he's an amazing human. It was cool at the start seeing him a little grommet. Like, he looked like about 12. He had short hair, like a number 2 crew cut, and he was out in the French beach breaks doing shit that me and you and Nate Smith could never do today. Like, he's 12 and he's doing big air revs, Haggard style, big backies, but it's like, fuck, you
Yeah.
are a shredder.
He's a prodigy.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. And he had a shout out to Eric Gamez too in that film. He said that Eric was a huge part of his career.
Oh, wow.
He said, Eric told me when he came back to France, because his dad done the split. His dad lost his job. They were living in Morocco, I think. His dad lost his job, and then he just bailed. See, Dad disappeared. So it was his mum and his sister, and they had to go back to France. Eric gave them somewhere to stay for 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And Eric was like, hey, look, man, if you want to focus on bodyboarding, it's all focused on Australia. That's your ticket. You need to surf like them.
Yeah.
You need to go over there and surf those waves.
Wow.
You need to. That's where bodyboarding is at today.
That's
and that was
cool.
probably 2001.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Last time we went to Raro, there was some heavy drama going down between the Raro locals and Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Man, there was like money involved, and I don't know who but Eric was always real nice to me. He gave me an absolute bomb at Ruteki on my last trip, like probably the best barrel I've ever got at Raro.
Nice.
But there was some heavy shit going down between.
I know I know a bit of the details, but I'm not going to talk about
No, we
that
don't need
shit.
it. Yeah.
But there is dramas. But funny how you went straight to the dirt. Hey, like,
Yeah, it was a bodyboarding pod. You had no filter, mate. We've got no sponsors to keep happy, pal. We've got no sponsors to keep happy.
yeah, but there's just a natural decorum on how to react with people, you know? Gosh. Guess
Ooh.
you'll never be staying at the Bug House again.
I never stayed there.
I'll never stay there again either. No, but he's got the new one now. He's got the
Rainbow
luxury
Villas.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a really nice dude, Eric. And
Eric's awesome. He's a nice guy.
Not surprised to hear that he was really supportive of old PLC there. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so, and there was also a really, really good episode of the La Boogie podcast with Kingy, Damien
Oh,
King.
that was good.
And it was finally someone from the inner circle, like the top dog pro.
Hang on, in a circle, like lila lila long, lila lila long,
What's with all
long,
the
long,
90s
long.
references?
Oh yeah.
I'm not enjoying
Girl, I
I
wanna
just
make
want
you
to punch you
sweat.
in your stupid face.
Sorry, it's a good band. Anyway, carry on.
But it was finally hear someone from the top dog, top 10 inner circle from the bodyboarding golden years and talk about money. Because for me,
Put some figures down.
like he was talking about proper figures. He was just talking about like how kooky a lot of the like company owners were. Like how he basically got stiffed.
Fuck yeah, he got shafted.
He got shafted.
And then he had to do it himself with him and his bro, and
You know?
with Rejected.
Yeah.
And then apparently his bro fucked up a big part of that. And then now Kingy's selling real estate and doing not too bad. I'll catch
Murder
you.
in the game.
Doing not too bad if I do say so myself. I'll
I
catch
tell
you.
you, I think if there was one guest
fuck.
I would like top guest I would ever want on this
Same.
shitty old little 100,
100%.
150 views an
Wait. Mm.
episode, it would be Kingy, man.
What I loved about Kingy and
I'd ask
Joshua,
him so many questions, man.
Joshua
Jo-
Kirkman
you-
Burgett.
Oh.
Can you let me finish? Is that like he was just rinsing him the whole time? Like, how many fucking views? How many people listen to this anyway? 2? Like, there's no one listening to this, Josh. Fuck, it was funny. That was the story how they stitched him up and they drugged his smoothie in the morning with the weed.
Yeah.
And he had to go to his school and like talk about future prospects and surfing and bodyboarding, and he was cooked. Oh, here's a guide. That's good.
What?
Did you what? Did you not listen?
Yeah, I listened.
Oh, then did you
I
not
was
listen to
off-
that part?
No, I listened to that part about the school in Chile or something.
Chile?
Was it in
No,
Chile?
it was in Australia. You obviously didn't listen.
I did listen. He
didn't
got
ret-
dragged and
you
he
didn't
said, "Oh,
retain-
you fuckers."
You didn't
You
retain
dragged
the
me.
information.
I really enjoyed it though, and Kingy is still my number one favourite of all time for his versatility, his humour,
Same.
the initiative, and the way he changed boogie boarding.
I still think that his Joker podcast series, especially that one where he goes to King Island and it's quite funny, him
yeah.
and Ben Player are just having a full competitive.
Yeah, they got a good
Well, no,
rivalry.
he starts in 20 minutes. See you out there. But his surfing was next level, and that wasn't that long ago. Like fuck me, no one was doing the double spins that he was doing in the pocket. No one.
Yeah.
Still to this day, no one's doing those tight as fuck 720 into the pit or into a roll bowl. Like, oh jeez,
Look,
Kenny.
yeah, well,
It's a shame, mate. You're gone.
we all
You're
know the level of professional boogie boarding
Yeah.
has gone down since.
Oh yeah.
since those
But let's
days.
have a chat back to wave pools, because how good was the clips of the photos? Sorry, of the urban surf, the Melbourne one.
Wait, I thought they would have videoed that.
I reckon they might have, but maybe they're just keeping the footage for a later edit,
You'd hope so.
because it was Josh Tabone was there clicking away on the stills.
Yeah.
But I'd imagine someone would have gone down and got some
Bloody hell, you'd
video
hope so.
footage.
Yeah.
Because I've done some research on that place, and it looks pretty fun. It's only an 8 to 10 second wave, but God, it looks fun. Like, I reckon, seriously, you can mock the shit out of me, but I reckon something like that in little old Greymouth would be an amazing tourism boost to the coast. Some sort of little surf park, because you can't really learn to surf out here consistently every day. Like, you might get a small day at Cobbo's, or somewhere where you can learn to surf, but Greymouth is fucking intense. That Tassie Sea is pumping swell after swell, whereas if you had some sort of wave park where you could, have the kooky section for the learners, but still have something that's heaving and barreling for the people that love a bit of grunt or know what they're doing. What do you reckon?
We've got the water.
There's enough water. That's probably would be a problem for it. There's so much water flooding the facilities.
It would have to be. Yeah, it would actually be interesting to like. I think that legit sort of idea, but it would be the thing where they put except for the Kelly Slater. Oh, actually, no, the Waco one and the Kelly Slater one. Actually, quite a few. Would I take all that back? Because a lot of the wave park things, wave pools, are in random places.
Yeah, like Lemoore.
Lemoore,
2 hours.
Waco.
Exactly. So why can't a Greymouth have a wave pool, you
you're
know?
right. Like, I think the one at Melbourne, like I was thinking about it. I
that's
think I'm
sick.
going to do a trip there.
Yeah.
It'd be silly not to.
Yeah.
Really, it's so.
I checked it
close.
out. It's not that expensive, bro.
No, it's like $100 and something for like 2 hours or something.
And then you see how there's a beast mode. I think they can change it to beast mode.
Yeah.
That's that right hand slab. If you want to watch a clip, you go to the website, Urban Surf website.
I'll check it on.
You chuck
I'll
it on,
splice one
and there's the Australian surfing team there. And yeah, it's like
sick.
Julian Wilson and Tyler Wright and a few Grommies and Taj Barrow, and they're fully getting pitted, coming out doing chop hop reverses. But it's just be so fun. Whereas I think on the West Coast it'd be a cool little tourism thing to bring in. Oh my god, Greymouth's got a freaking wave pool. How sick! We'll go down there, surf that, and if the real surf's shit, who cares?
Yeah.
Still get a surf.
Yeah. No.
Imagine it.
We got the water, and it's like, if they can do it in the middle of inland California, or Waco, Texas.
Do you know where I was thinking, which would be nice and close to your house? Dillmanstown.
Yeah, well, the water's all there.
The water's all there. You just need to contour it out and find a little section. But I think maybe they'd have to start on a clean... I think they'd have to build it on a non-established lake or river. You'd probably just need I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think it would be a man-made pool.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You would need to actually do it inland to get away from the sea breezes, or you put it along the coast here somewhere because the predominant wind is southwest. So
angle it.
Yeah, angle it
So
so
it's
that
offy?
it's offy in the southwest.
It's quite cool, yeah. Do you know where's another good spot?
Hey.
Is the old primo spot. Deserted land.
Yeah,
No one's using it.
Man.
But the Bloody Marys will tax it.
whoa,
The Bloody
whoa.
Marys will take the money from me.
Hey.
So I'm going to be the owner
Hey.
operator.
Hey.
Sorry, I always get racist in these podcasts, don't I?
Welcome to the racist bit.
Hey, here's your racist chat with Chalza.
Well, I am bloody fifth generation white West Coast. What do you bloody expect? The Marys. Marys.
I'm not actually racist at all. I'm probably more fucking te reo Māori fucking than this bro right here,
What
eh?
are you doing now?
I don't know. Had a beer and
This
a half.
is like another. Like, what was the other thing that you'd done when I told you for being racist the last podcast?
I don't know. But racism isn't dead. It's fun.
Wow.
Racism's funny. You gotta laugh at it. We've got to be able to laugh at ourselves. Like this woke generation. Shut up, woke.
Shut up.
You're not woke, you're asleep. Have a laugh at yourself. Laugh at your 3 nipples.
Virtual
laugh at you've got.
signaling fucks.
Yeah. Dicks.
Anyway, I think we're
Thank
going
you.
to wrap it up. Been going on for a while. It's going to take me ages
Sorry.
to edit.
Yeah, poor Hodgie's on the editing now.
Now you're going to edit as well, mate.
I've got no skills
Shit,
anymore.
Anyway, and what I wanted to, so I think that, but the wave pools,
Yeah.
they could save competitive bodyboarding. Consistent wave, perfect for doing the airs and things they need. No more slop, right? It's a controlled venue. Yeah. They can ticket the events.
It needs to be bigger though, bro. No one wants
It will.
to see
It will. It will.
Once it gets to about 3 to 4 foot.
It will.
Once it gets to 3 to 4 foot, then we'll talk.
And it's not just like a fucking, a normal round robin and then, quarter semis final sort of format. You could do team formats. You could do a tournament format. You could do so many different formats because you've got a lot of flexibility because you've got a controlled venue. And I actually think that it would look at how good those hardcore dudes are on the flow riders.
I know, they're
Can you
freaks.
imagine if there was a competitive tour at say 3 wave pools, Melbourne, Waco,
cool.
and Kelly Slater Surf
That'd
Ranch,
be
right?
cool.
And how high the level would go up, right? And it would show off. It would show those 3 types of waves would show off bodyboarding's like individuality and fun levels.
Yeah.
So I think more than surfing because the variety of moves that the boogie boarders could do and get to the level that they could get to in those wave pools would actually probably trump stand up surfing in them, in my opinion.
Imagine how fun would it be to have like a full-on televised surf gala at one of those waves where you just have stupid shit too. Like you have a fun round where people dress up in some weird costumes and try and get barreled like in a Santa suit. Or, you know, actually shout out to Matt Crilly for his Santa escapades. Stand up boogie.
Oh, that was sick. Yeah,
Stand
I'll
up
put that in.
boogie.
Yeah.
How good was that? Oh! That was a sick. Banks is sick at Blaketown. Waiting for some good waves and / wins. I'm going to be out there. Hope you have a great 2020.
And also, subscribe to those, so Who is JB, Beach TV. If you just, you
Subscribe to us, mate.
know... subscribe to us. Subscribe, and we'll try and get more surf clips out this year. We've been a bit lax on the filming. And look, just if you want to get stoked and psyched on boogie boarding and surfing, watch Who is JB, watch Beach TV, and watch Swootan's edits as well, because they've been good for the coast.
Joltan at Blaketown.
No, that's
Joltan
not what. That's
at
what.
Blaketown.
No, that's not what it's called. That's the YouTube channel is just called Joel and Cool Kelly, because you've got to change the
Joltan
name.
at Blaketown.
Should be
It's
called
quite
Fu
fun.
Man Swoo Productions or something.
Hey,
But...
see you later, everyone.
See you guys.